Hey guys, TapDawg here with a little Alchemist helper. Today I wanted to talk about the two packs that are currently on sale in the game. It's the Rage Pack and the Confectionery Pack, and I just want to talk about the cards that are in there, as well as the combos that they make, and if I think that they're worth the gems or not. Alright, so let's start off with the Confectionery Pack. The Confectionery Pack has really colorful, really bright, vibrant, and beautiful colors to the cards. It's got a theme around candy and sweets. In fact, the combo card is called Sweet, or Sweets, I should say. Here it is in all its glory. Oh, this way. and it is a 1914 when it's all upgraded up to level 5. And in total it has 94 combos, which sounds like a lot, but it's actually not too many. And you'll understand why in a little while. Overall, it's probably this card is a 7 out of 10 on the scale of gold combo cards. So it's not bad, but it's not good, especially compared to the next card I'm going to talk to you about in a little while. The card that comes with this pack as well for the Onyx is the Hammer card, and that's the 24-21 combo. Also not the greatest Onyx card. I actually have this, and I don't even put it in my arena deck, even though it's an Onyx card, because it just does not make that many combos, and the combos it makes are not that great. So, I would recommend Confectionery Pack to stay away from it if you're looking for combo cards. Not the greatest. But let's dive into the final form cards and see if there's any redemptions there. So the first we have is the Sugar Demon. That is a 34-23, and it's an Absorb card. Now this is actually a really great card to have in your deck if you are using it for the Heroics. I wish I had this in my deck. I do use the combos that this makes, like Demon and Food make Sugar Demon, and I mentioned that in one of my last videos. It's one of my favorite cards to play because it's got a 38 attack, 27 defense if you have an Onyx card there. So I highly recommend this Absorb card. The next one is Candy King Chin, which that's a kind of a fun play on Chinzilla there. And that is a 31-25. It's a Crushing Blow card. That's a pretty high Crushing Blow card for having 31 attack. Then next you have the Candy Nation. This is the one that's the cover art for the actual pack itself. And that is an 18-35, and obviously it means it's a protection card. I don't see a use for protection cards in the game how it exists currently, besides using it as a 5-point attack during your heroics if you're against a green NPC. Then next you have Cavities. I love the artwork on here. It's a really great one. This is a 32-23 critical strike. That's a pretty decent one. It's above that 29-27 threshold that I usually don't use. So if you're above that, I think it's a good critical strike. So I would probably use that. It also has a pretty high defense there at 23. Then next you have Cookie Beast. That's a 31-25 absorb. It's not as high as the Sugar Demon I mentioned earlier, but it's still a pretty decent absorb card. So again, if you're looking for some cards to add to your heroics, both of those are great absorbs to add to it. And then next you have probably the best card in this pack. That's Fire Candy, and that's a 34-20 critical strike. That's one of the most powerful critical strike cards in the game. So if you're wanting to improve your arena deck and you want that card, this is the time to get it. And then finally you have Pinata, which is a 19-35 protection. It's kind of a second tier protection because it's not as high of a protection as the Candy Nation, which is the art cover. But it's still an okay card. I like the colors on it. It looks kind of fun. So overall, I'd say this pack is great if you need more cards for your arena or heroics, but don't buy it for the combo card. Not the greatest combo card. Alright, next we're going to look at the Rage Pack, and the Rage Pack's kind of the exact opposite of this. The combo card that comes with it is Anger. This is one of my favorite combo cards to have. I have it in my deck. I want to buy more of this pack just so I can get more of the Anger card. It has a 21-12 combo when it's fully finished, and it has over 100 combos, 101 to be exact. And most of those combo well with the high-end gold and diamond cards. So if you're looking for a good card to add to your deck, this Anger card is the way to go. In addition to that, you have the Void card as the Onyx, and that's normally a silver combo card, so already you're going to have a little bit of a higher attack with it, and with it being a Onyx version, it's going to be even higher, so it's a 23-22, and doesn't have as many combos as Anger, but most of the combos, again, for Void are those higher end combos that are really well worth it. So this is another great card to add to your deck. So for that reason, I'd say that this one is probably an 8 or a 9 out of 10. I mentioned the other one was about a 7 out of 10. This one's a little bit higher because both the combo card, Anger, and the Void Onyx card are really great to have in your deck. Alright, now talking about that, let's go into the actual final form cards and see if they might be worth it. So we'll start with Grouchy Monster, and that is a 31-25 curse. That's a pretty decent curse if you need it for your heroics. I probably wouldn't use that in Arena, though. Well, I never use curse in Arena, because who wants to just get rid of the other person's attack? Next, this one always makes me scratch my head. I think they messed up on it. But this is Mama Bear. It's a 31-23 protection. So it keeps the high attack 31, and then it doubles its defense to 46, which I guess is kind of a good flexible card. You might want to use that in your deck. But usually the protection cards as well as the curse cards, you kind of have to gamble and hope that you're using the card in the right turn. Most of the time you aren't. So I don't really think there's much use for the Mama Bear card, or at least the final form of it. Next up is Raging Gamer, 34-23. I use this card in my deck. This is my highest crushing blow. So that way you get rid of their defense, you just do straight 34 damage to them. This is one that I actually just took out of my Arena deck. I had it in there for about a year, and now it's just in my Heroics deck. But this is a great, highest potential crushing blow card in the game. So if you need this, I would get it. Otherwise, you can skip it. Then we have Road Rage, 29-24 Crushing Blow. Not that great of a card. Might be good in Heroics, but that's about it. Then you have Berserker. It's a 34-21 curse. Great high attack, but again, it's a curse card. We don't really use those in the game, so it's not that helpful for you. And then you have Demonic Elf, which is a 32-24 critical strike. That's a pretty high-end critical strike. That's a good one to use. It's just 1 less than Ratatosker, but then again, Ratatosker doubles that, so it's technically 2 points less than Ratatosker, which is one of my favorite ones to use. So it is a good secondary option. It's a good middle-of-the-line card because it's got the higher defense at 24, but it still does a decent amount of attack with the 32. And then finally, you have Hangry, which is a 31-24 Absorb. That's a good card to use in your Heroics. So overall, I'd say those cards are somewhat decent. There's some in there that just are trash and I wouldn't use at all. Not as bad as those protections from the Confectionery pack, but definitely if you're having to decide between choosing the Rage or the Confectionery packs, I highly recommend the Rage pack. The only reason you would want that Confectionery pack is if you're wanting better chances of getting Absorb cards, since it does have more of those Absorb cards. But on the flip side, it does also have more protection cards too, and those aren't really useful. So anywho, that's all I had to share with you today. I just wanted to give you a quick update on my thoughts on these new packs. I hope you enjoy them. Feel free to give us some ideas for future content, or if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. We read over those. We really appreciate them. And if you like this, feel free to give us a thumbs up. Share this video. We want to keep growing. We want to keep making our content greater and greater. Anywho, that's all the time I have today. This is TapDawg with Little Alchemist Helper. Hope you have a good rest of your day.